Oh my God. Like, 2 balls in, 0 side spin. 0. Hi guys, and welcome back to Josh Oddie YouTube. Today we have got a very, very exciting video. So Avoda's UK lead fitter Harrison has come down to the Isle of Wight and I have got something I am super excited to test out, and that is the brand new curved face iron. Avoda was made famous because they built Bryson DeChambeau's irons that he won a US Open with. Now, these irons had a bulge on the face. Now, this is meant to help any off-center strikes. They will reduce the side spin because of the bulge on the face. And I'm really, really excited to test these out. I think when you get a bulge iron, you will see that they are straighter. So there might be times where I do, I slightly toe one and it maybe overdraws. Be interesting to see that when you slightly toe this, because of that little bit of bulge on the face, probably will just stay a lot straighter. So, I'm super excited to test these out and yeah, see what the curved face is really all about. So just a little bit about these irons as well. You can buy them in combo length or same length. So combo length is where your 8 iron all the way down to lob wedge will be the same length. And this is to help with your scoring clubs. You will have the exact same setup. You'll get more spin advantages from having your wedges longer, lighter head weight, etc. And then you've got the same length, which is really where the technology kicks into. That is, you've got the same setup throughout the whole set. So if you have got enough speed, same length can be a really, really good thing, especially for them players that struggle with high spin numbers in the top end and bottom end. Especially for the guys that struggle with the high spin numbers in the top end, this is really, really going to help them. So same length kind of comes into its own for the guys that are a little bit higher speed. So I'm just going to read this off the screen because I don't want to miss anything out. But the Origin curved combo length irons, an industry first, the only iron set with progressive face curvature. So the pitching wedge will have less curvature on the face than, say, the 4 iron. The 4 iron will have the most. Engineered to reduce side spin on off-center hits by counter-reacting gear effect. Now, when you hit the toe of the club, you will notice more right to left side spin. When you hit the heel of the club, you'll get more left to right side spin. And technically what the bulge is doing is reducing that side spin that it's putting on the ball. And you'll see this the most with driver, say. When you neck a driver, you'll see so much side spin straight away. And it's interesting, why have we never looked into it with an iron as well, So yeah, this is featuring a classic chrome finish and our combo length setup. And this finish on these irons is stunning. Like, they're CNC milled, so the finish on the clubs just look beautiful. And we're going to do some comparisons side by side. I'm so intrigued to see how much this is going to help my game personally. But, I think when you look at an everyday golfer, the guys that are hitting the off-center strikes, they need this even more. So, especially a guy like Bryson using bulge face irons that Avoda have made, he's probably one of the guys in the industry that has looked at the technology. He's looked at absolutely everything. So, arguably you've got to look at Bryson and say, look, if he's doing it, he's probably scientifically worked out that it works. And it'd be interesting to see that maybe in 10, 15 years time, will every iron manufacturer in the golf industry be making curved face irons? So, that's what I love about Avoda. They're innovating. They're trying to get the game into a better place and trying to make it easier for us all. It's probably one of the hardest, most frustrating games that is out there. And, we need all the help we can get. So let's see if these curved irons really make a difference. Probably a good time to say Avoda's slogan, only if you want to get better. Okay, so I'm just going to start off with my irons. I've got the current Avoda's 100 gram TGI KBS. In combo length. So let's just hit one down here. Pretty good, slight draw, 150, bang on my number. Yeah, I can't complain about these irons. They've been great ever since I've put them in. And, you know, I felt very comfortable pretty much straight away with these. And one thing I think for me, definitely about the curve face is just going to be them off-center strikes. You know, I think there might be times where you hit these ones bad and you're like, wow, I've got away with that one. So let's see what it's all about. And when you put this down, it definitely does, I think it's going to take time to get used to. You know, you definitely can notice a little bit of bulge on the face. And for me, it almost looks a little bit open, but you know, that's just where you've got that little bit of bulge in the toe of the club. And yeah, look, if it's going to help me hit it straighter and closer to the flag, I don't care what it looks like putting it down. And I think over time, obviously this is the first time I've seen it, so you know, it definitely looks a lot different to what I've ever looked down at for a 9-iron. But yeah, I mean, over time, you could definitely get your eyes trained to that. So yeah, let's see what they're all about. First shot with the curved face. Oh my goodness. That just, it just felt different. 90 side spin, by the way. It felt a little different, that. Wow. Oh my God. Like, 2 balls in, 0 side spin. 0. That's scary. That is literally scary. What is going on? Like, you can't hit it straighter than that. 0 side spin. I don't know, Avoda always do this. When I picked up like the wedges to start off, I was like, wow, you know, this is so much spin. I haven't ever seen that amount of spin. I haven't been able to, you know, hit the wedges a little bit harder around the greens and it not go as far. You know, I just love the way they're innovating, trying to make the game easier. And I mean, 2 shots in, no complaints so far. Mate, this is actually stupid. Like, that felt like a bad one. 90 side spin. 90 side spin. I've gone 90 side spin right, 90 side spin left and 0. It's just, oh my God. I'm in love. Okay, that felt awful. Like, that felt like a really, really bad shot. 600 side spin, 25 feet away from the flag. And that felt awful. Generally, I feel like if that was my old, you know, my other clubs there, definitely missing the green left. That one's kind of holding on, which is, you know, great. That's what you want to see. And the other way kind of felt a little bit leaky, but, you know, still kind of holding in that 4 yards right. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, I mean, I'm glad I've hit a couple of shots there that have felt, the first 3, I was like, they were good shots. But, you know, you can see there, even on the bad ones, it's kind of holding in there for me. And there we go, back to the 90 side spin. It's just an absolute missile. Yeah, I mean, why are we not using curved faces? Why haven't I used that before? So I'm going to go straight to 5-iron now. This is my 5-iron, no curve on the face. Pure. Pure, pure, pure. Let's just hit a couple. Pretty good swing, that. And there we go, slightly toey there, 14 yards offline. You know, realistically with a 5-iron that's carrying 210, it's not a bad shot at all. But, you know, you can see there, even on the bad ones, it's kind of holding in there for me. So, yeah, I mean, why are we not using curved faces? Why haven't I used that before? So I'm going to go straight to 5-iron now. This is my 5-iron, no curve on the face. Harrison might not be happy with me stealing his irons, but might have to sneakily put them in my bag. Wow. I mean, a little bit higher on ball flight. I don't know if that's the curved face, but a little bit higher, a little bit spinnier. Wow. Oh my God, I mean, that is just ridiculous. That is just ridiculous. It just sounds stupid, but like, I feel like I can't miss right now. I mean, that's the worst it's getting with a 5-iron, and it's still not been off the grid. You know, that's 36 feet right. Genuinely feel like I could just hit this over and over again. Oh my God. Man, that feels so good. I think maybe where it's a slightly different finish and they're CNC milled, they definitely feel a bit crispier off the face. Wow, yeah, I mean, they feel great. I tell you what, that felt awful. And look at it. 2 yards offline. I actually love Tom Bailey. Oh my God, that's so pure. It is so pure. Wow. Wow. Okay, I'm just going to try and toe one now on purpose. Yeah, I mean, there it is. There's the toe one that's 157 side spin. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. It's actually funny how ridiculous that is. Oh my God, I mean 27 side spin. This is the closest thing you'll get to cheating in golf, legally. I mean, how is that not been done before? You know, just on them few shots that I've hit there, feels unbelievable. The results as well. I'm surprised at how much of a difference that little bit of bulge makes. You know, them off-center strikes and the ones that I'm feeling would maybe drift a certain way, just holding there. They're literally staying dead straight. So, wow. Get me a set of bulge irons. Okay, so side by side, here they are. And you can definitely see what I mean about the curved one looking slightly open. That's just that toe having that little bit of bulge in the face there. But that's really a POV of what the difference is between the two. Not a lot, but if results are going to change, it's huge. By the way, if you've still not bought a GX golf glove, use code JOSH10 if you want to stop paying £30–40 for a golf glove. Get 9 of these for just £78 and you'll get an extra 10% off your order with you using code JOSH10. Check them out. So that was a little video on the curved irons. If you're intrigued to know a bit more about them and where you can buy them, I'm going to leave a link down below in the description to Avoda and go check them out. These irons are, like they said, the first in the industry, and I love that Avoda's trying to innovate, make this game easier for us all, because it certainly is a very, very tough sport, and you know, we all need something to make it easier for us, and these little 1% that Avoda are trying to do, it all makes a big difference to that overall picture. And you know, you might save that one shot around that, you know, might have just missed the green. You're now catching the right edge. You go and roll that putt in. It's massive, you know. So all of these little 1%ers, they really do add up to that overall picture. And yeah, I'm super intrigued with these irons, and if you guys want to know a little bit more about them, leave a comment down below what you want to see next. Do you want to see a little bit more about the bulge irons? Do you want to see a custom fitting video with me trying out the bulge irons? That's certainly one that I'm going to try and speak to Harrison and get something booked in soon, because, you know, just off that little test there, I'm super intrigued to see if this can help my game. So I really appreciate all the support on the channel. It means the absolute world to me. Big thanks to Avoda for all their support, and yeah, I might be getting a set of bulge irons.